29 of our Get Up and Go series. If you've been joining us, then you'll know the warm-up by now. If not, just join in.
Except, of course, it's a different warm-up today.
Oh, yeah, it is different. It's going to be different today slightly. So just don't do your own thing.
Yeah. You will need, I'm going to remember this time, before you start, a couple of yoga bricks if you have them. That's what a yoga brick looks like. I'm sitting on the other one. If you don't have yoga bricks, don't worry about it. You can take a chair, a sturdy kitchen chair or dining chair to put your hands onto. That's fine. You'll also need either a yoga belt, a tie, a rope, something similar for later on.
Yes. Okay. On your mat. Adho Mukha Virasana, stretching back towards your heels, taking the legs slightly apart, the big toes together. Now you can see Leo's get this really nice lift and extension. She's ready to fold at the hips. So this folding action is really important. Just don't drop it. If you're very pliable and very flexible, don't just drop onto your thighs. Very important this stage of your practice. So you're just getting into the yoga zone. Just rest that head down and move those buttocks back. So you've got a two-way direction going on. The buttocks, back of the pelvis, stabilizing the action by reaching towards the heel side. And then extending those arms long and straight. Press down into the palms so that you're moving in any air between the floor and the palm away. Just make sure that dissolves. Just take a few moments to acknowledge your breath. Acknowledge the inhalation, the exhalation. Keep the breath nice and soft. Keep the breath fluid. And just quiet the mind. Just let the mind become passive and still. We're coming for Adho Mukha Svanasana. So tuck your toes under, come up, and lift up. So as many of you have practiced this on several occasions now, be aware of that length all the way through the body, from the palm all the way up through the spine, up towards the buttock bones. Reach those buttock bones as high as you can. Extend the thigh bones back nicely and extend through the sole of the foot. Soft inhalation and exhalation. We're coming for Uttanasana now, so bend in the knees and jump those feet towards those hands. Now if that was a bit of a challenge, then just step the feet in. Don't worry, this will come at a later date. So we've mentioned about your Uttanasana action, and we're all at different stages of mobility and extension. So if it's a little bit challenging to take those hands down, then do place your hands on a couple of yoga bricks, or a couple of books would do. Also, if there's nothing around, you can put your hands onto your shins. But make sure you maintain this really nice extension through the front body, lifting the chest up. Coming a little bit deeper into this action, lift up through the front leg, through the knees, above the knee, all the way through towards the pelvis, and then take your hands back if you're able to come into the action. Soft inhalation and exhalation. So if the hamstrings are really tight, the front of the thighs are tight, then it's a killer. It's an absolute killer to do. So coming to one of those previous stages if that's a little bit challenging. Coming out of the action, taking your hands back underneath your shoulders, lifting through the abdomen so you create a good center of direction, placing your hands onto your pelvis and coming up. Good. Standing Tadasana, just take a few breaths. So we're taking the feet together now for Utkatasana. So some of you may remember this pose. It's chair position. So take a nice deep long inhalation and extend those arms above your head into Urdhva Hastasana. Remember what we've said before in the beginners classes, that this direction here of the back of the shoulders needs to be really nice and broad so you get that rotation in the shoulder itself. Extending the arms up, palms up, good. Extending all the way through the center of the body, lifting the chest. So here we go into Utkatasana, hinge at the ankles, hinge at the knees, and extend into your Utkatasana. Keep that lift through the front body, keep the chest lifted, keep the arms in line with the ears, keep lifted so much through the front body action. And now taking a breath in and slowly releasing and coming up and releasing the arms down. Just stand in your Tadasana, in your mountain pose for a few moments, feet together. Be aware of the weight in the base of the body. See that the weight goes back into the heel, pulling up the kneecaps, creating the length through the front of the foot, from the tip of the toes all the way through the front of the foot to the front of the ankle. And then reaching that energy all the way through the front thighs. Soft inhalation, soft exhalation. Okay, so we're going to come for Parsvottanasana now, and this is when you will need your yoga bricks or a couple of books, whatever you have handy. And we come to the center of the mat and we jump into our lateral action. Breath in and jump. Good. Okay, so just being extended through the front body, keeping the extension through the arms, and keep this lift through the side waist. We're going to place the hands onto the pelvis now, onto the outer hips, but keep that action through the side waist. Keep the action of lift through your body. Roll your shoulders back and down. Good. Turn your back foot in, so your left foot turns in very well. Pivot so that you get that angle. So the angle is quite a deep ankle on the foot. So you've got to turn the toes towards the front edge of the mat, and then turning the whole of your front leg and foot out. Creating that space and extension through the front of the body. Roll your shoulders back and down. Keep strong in your back leg. So some of you may find or experience quite a bit of wobbling going on with this pose. That's quite normal. You can actually take that heel, that back heel, to a skirting, to a wall side, if that's a little bit more helpful. Also, you can see here Leo's got the foot up. You can place a foam block underneath that foot just to help get a little bit more length in that back leg. Those are a few ways of being able to keep your steadiness and direction. Okay, extending and hinging towards those bricks, but you've got to see you keep the weight back into that back leg, hinge forward, taking your hands down onto the bricks. So what's important with this action is that you start to learn to support the thigh muscle. You can see as I'm stroking Leo's back leg that actually this rotation needs to calm, this broadens across the centre buttock needs to calm, this outer greater trochanter needs to move in, and this direction needs to calm. And then the length of the back of the pelvis towards the back of the legs, and the length of those shoulder blades towards the back of the waist, and you keep the chest absolutely lifted. So we're not coming into the full action, this is a preparational stage. Now to come out of this action, you're going to lift through the abdomen so much, keep those legs strong and firm, ground down into that back foot bone, and then come up. And turn the feet to face forward. So moving your supports to the other side now. So we're coming to the left side. So again, keep that lift through the front body, roll your shoulders back and down, and then turn your right foot in. Good. Turn the whole of your left foot and leg out. And again, being aware of the weight in the back of the leg, push into the back of the leg. The whole of the back of the leg needs to push back. And then rotate, get the rotation, rotate, 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 rotate. And this centre buttock needs to broaden, but this greater trochanter, this outer hip area needs to go in. Yes, perfect. You have to see that you get that action. Lift up through your chest. And then hinge at the hips. Keep that front leg absolutely straight and strong. Pull it up. Press down into the big toe joint as you hinge forward. Take your hands onto your bricks. Keep that lift in your chest. Keep the levelness in the pelvis. Good. Keep the length through your front body. So it's quite tempting to go a little bit further at this stage. We're not taking it further in this sequencing, but we're just making sure that the alignment's absolutely correct, and you're getting some stability and strength in this action. So go on pressing down into that back leg. We're going to come out of the pose, lifting through the abdomen, keep that front leg absolutely straight and strong. And then coming up out of the action. Good. And turning the feet face forward. And jump those legs together. Roll your shoulders back and down. Be in your Tadasana. Just take a few deeper, longer inhalations. This is the lovely thing about coming out of the poses. That's when you enrich the body with all of those wonderful openings and extensions. We're going to be coming for the floor work now. The Triangle Mukha Pada Paschimottanasana, which is quite a challenging pose. So this is where Leo's showing you that she's sitting on a brick. It's quite a nice way to work, sitting onto the brick, sitting in Dandasana. And you can see, as we worked yesterday, using the belt for the forward bend action, we're going to be working in that way today, slightly differently, different pose. So see that you lift up out of the pelvis, and you're going to bend your right leg first. You're going to bend your right leg and place the leg into this half Virasana action. You see Leo's fiddling with her toes here. That might seem a very odd thing to do, but that little toe needs to ground down. That inner ankle needs to lift up. All of the broadness needs to come into the sole of the foot so much and lift up. This straight leg, absolutely straight and strong, extend into your heel as if you're extending towards the end of the mat. And then place the belt around the board of the foot and hold on to the belt and get more lift. So try to keep the levelness in the outer hips. We are sitting with both buttocks on the support. There are other ways of working. Supporting one buttock is one way. But in this sequencing, we're working with both buttocks grounded, lifting up through the front of the body. And if you're able to hinge a little bit forward, then extend forward. This pose is so good for lengthening the back of the thighs. And very strong on the back of the thighs. If you can go a little bit more forward and keep this direction of the back, keep the abdomen supporting your inner face of the spine, then keep going, holding onto the foot bone and being in that position. Yes, keeping that length, keeping the weight level on each buttock. Don't lean into the straight leg thigh. That's normally what we tend to do. We do a little bit of a landslide over towards the straight leg, so you've got to see that this sacral area becomes really nice and broad. Okay, and release it, coming out of the pose. Stretching the legs again into Dandasana, and then bending your left leg. Taking that left leg back, extending the toes back, and again have a little fiddle with those toes. Make sure that the little toe is going down, and there's a broadness in the foot. Lifting up, keeping that back really nice and straight. Extending into your straight leg, grounding the thigh down towards the floor, and then placing the belt around. Lifting up, chest up nicely. Keeping that levelness through the sideways, keeping the chest lifted, broad. Breathe, soft inhalation and exhalation. Now here's the point where we go a little bit further forward. As you go forward, you've got to see that you lift from the base of the abdomen. Keep that action, keep walking forward. If you can keep the back really nice and extended, these shoulder blades moving towards the back waist, then keep walking along the belt until you reach the foot. But if you find that by reaching the foot compromises the action of the spine and the spine ends up in a slightly distorted way, then you know to go back to the belt. So be in this position for a few moments, lift the sternum chest, soft inhalation, soft exhalation. very strong on the front legs, on the back of the thigh. Make sure you're lifting that knee towards the thigh and lifting through the abdomen up towards your chest side. And now take a breath in and come up. Straighten the legs, coming to a good Dandasana. Sit in Dandasana, hands beside your hips, and lift up, chest up, let the shoulders release down. Good. We're coming to the end of our sequencing now, so come and join us for Sukhasana, simple cross-leg position. May not be that simple for some of you.
Yes, it's supposed to be an easy pose, but those of you with stiff hips, it's not that easy. It gets better with time.
Yes, matures. Roll the shoulders back and down and lift your sternum chest. Just take a few deeper, longer inhalations. Let the eyes soften. And just observe your breath. Let the shoulders completely release as the chest lifts and you become